JUUL, the maker of a popular e-cigarette, is taking steps to keep the device out of the hands of children and teenagers.
This move, though, comes just before the FDA's anticipated announcement that would restrict the sale of flavored tobacco products in convenience stores and in gas stations. 15 Finds Out investigative reporter Angelica Robinson has been following the developments, and she joins us with the latest. Angelica?
The FDA launched an aggressive campaign against JUUL and other e-cigarette brands after accusing them of targeting children and teens. About a month later, the agency seized thousands of documents from JUUL Labs as part of their investigation into the company's marketing practices. Now, JUUL is saying they will take most of its flavored tobacco cartridges off store shelves, and they've shut down their social media pages. The FDA is calling it a vaping epidemic, brought on in part by the company's clever marketing tactics aimed at young people.
There's a whole lot of use of these devices going on, and a lot of us who are older are not recognizing them when we see them.
Nancy Kripe of tobacco-free Allen County says JUUL came on the market in 2015. By December of 2017, it had taken over 50% of the market. By July, 60%. Now, JUUL accounts for more than 70% of the market share.
Nothing's changed. And in my mind, I remember back in the 1960s, it was the tough-looking cowboy and the beautiful woman, and they were smoking cigarettes, and that was cool.
It's the flavored cartridges that are most popular with teens. And Tuesday, JUUL announced it would stop selling most of them in stores. However, they'll still be available online. The company released a statement that says in part, "We don't want anyone who doesn't smoke or already use nicotine to use JUUL products. We certainly don't want youth using the product. It is bad for public health. It is bad for our mission. Our intent was never to have youth use JUUL products, but intent is not enough. The numbers are what matter, and the numbers tell us the underage use of e-cigarette products is a problem. We must solve it." In September, the FDA gave JUUL and other e-cigarette makers 60 days to prove they could keep them out of the hands of kids. Then the agency launched the Real Cost campaign, aimed specifically at educating teens about the dangers of e-cigarettes. Last month, the FDA went after more than 20 e-cigarette companies seeking proof they might be marketing to kids. That came on the heels of a series of busts where the FDA found retailers illegally selling e-cigarettes to minors.
In the largest coordinated enforcement action in the history of the Food and Drug Administration, we found over 1,300 illegal sales of just e-cigarettes to minors in our enforcement program between June and August.
Public health experts have been complaining that the fruity candy-like flavors are targeted directly at children and teenagers. They cite the growing rate of use in those groups as proof.
The increased use that we're seeing, and again that renormalization that we're seeing among our youth is a concern, because we certainly don't want them to go down a path of lifelong addiction to nicotine and tobacco.
What questions do you have? What experiences have you had already with kids using e-cigarettes?
But education efforts locally are having an effect.
It's been neat to sit in the classroom and watch those conversations take place, because you can actually see the lights turn on in some of those kids' faces where they didn't realize some of the negative impact with experimenting with those things.
The FDA has also expressed concern about online sales to teens. The agency has plans to restrict online sales only to sites that put in place specific age verification. In studio, Angelica Robinson, WANE 15 News.
Angelica.